I was a very, very awkward and difficult student. And the only things I would really do were studio pottery and life drawing. And I really specialised in that. I got into all kinds of trouble because I just wouldn't do anything else. So in the end, I put the two things together and made clay drawings, clay figures and life drawing. But I wanted to be, I have no explanation for this, but I wanted to be an artist all my life since I was a small child. And there was no art background in the family, it was just, my sister had an interest in art and she had art books.
Ideas. But then actually in here we've got the movement by having 3 dancers, but it may be that we need just little subtle adjustments of elbows or whatever.
The lovely thing with Lauren is that most people are quite sort of tentative.
Oh yeah, yeah. Say that. It looks so delicate, doesn't it?
Well, it does. I mean, it is white. So I warm it up and then we tweak it a little bit. But most people are very, very sort of the familiarity I have with clay is quite unusual. I blend clays because I've got the ceramic background, and I can do things with clay that most people can't because I've got the pottery experience. But also I play all kinds of tricks with the clay. So it's an unfair advantage. Many times people say, well, how can you do that? And it's actually a trick. I don't tell them. That's the start of it. But it says, I started with light drawing, and I really don't draw now at all. Against my better judgment, I've got some drawings, but this is sort of bits from my studio wall and bits from the bin. So, because it's what we're trying to depict here particularly is a moving thing. It's very difficult to know what exactly which piece to take. Because in particular what we've been doing with Ed and Lauren is lots of movement, and then we choose a particular movement. The drawings help you to resolve that in the way that photographs don't. Because there's lots of occasions where you see an image and you think that would make people send you all kinds of things. That would make a lovely sculpture, and you think, and then you assemble it in clay in space, and it looks awful. And you realise the photographers have the best view. Because it's 360 degrees in all ways, they've had the best view. But drawing helps you to resolve that. And I would say that if you had an animated film of me working, I spend about 80% of my time changing my mind. Lauren made 3 dance gestures with various directions, and then we put them together into this shape. This is it's about halfway done. And I'm looking at the dancer, they might make a movement that has a set of animations in it, where you'll see a muscle or a gesture spiral up an arm, beautifully spiral up an arm. But you can't catch that because it's a 3-dimensional movement. But in sculpture you can, because you can find the gesture at every point, so that you have an animated sequence. So what we might do with this is we might sharpen the anatomy into a gesture that runs along this arm and then runs, because we have a diagonal composition that runs diagonally through the figure, and then we may leave the rest fairly soft and mute. So as your eye comes to it, it'll pull all the way through. If you have the composition right, you should be able to get somebody to walk up to your sculpture, and by the way that your eye is leaving the sculpture, you should be able to get them to walk around it in the direction you want them to go. That's the aim. And the larger nails, at the moment, we're going to move it towards the likeness. And then I want to animate the facial expression, so we'll open the eyes. And Lauren's very particular about the head angles and the vision, where the eyes go. it's engraved and it says, truly a privilege. Your mum will have that.